The greatest show on ice just wrapped up. With 52 games and thousands of fans in attendance, it was a jam-packed event. Welcome back to Today in the NA. I'm your host, Ava Cruchon. 3 teams swept the showcase, and they all shared one thing in common. They were all riding losing streaks heading into the event. We first caught up with the captain of the Janesville Jets, Joey Hayden, as he shares more on what it meant to secure 3 straight wins.
Yeah, obviously, you want to perform always as a team, but to perform on that level and that, opportunity for a lot of guys, I mean, it means a lot. We prepare and we study and we do film, all that. But at the end of the day, you got to show up and you got to perform. And, thankfully, me and the guys did that this weekend.
Talking about the team and also yourself, what were some of the biggest lessons that your team learned while at the showcase?
I think we learned that we're a team that, can compete with anybody. We kind of tested the waters a little bit and found out that, we're out there with anybody. We beat some really good teams and we found out that, we are, playoff team. We are a contender for the Robertson Cup.
Absolutely. And you're the captain of the team. What does it mean to have that responsibility, and what can fans expect for this upcoming year?
Obviously it's a huge responsibility and I take it, very, very personally. I'm very thankful for the coaching staff for, giving me that opportunity and the boys for respecting it. But, obviously I, hope that we can take these strides in the next couple of weeks and learn and grow as a team and, hopefully just get better and better. It's obviously we had some great success at the showcase, but hopefully just to emulate that in the rest of our year, kind of just take it a day by day, get better every single day and that'll lead to wins on the weekends.
Absolutely. And your head coach knows exactly what it means to be a Janesville Jet because he used to be one. What does it mean to have him as a head coach and also know what you guys are feeling as players for that organization?
Right, it's pretty special. He's a hometown guy, married a wife in Janesville. It's pretty special to have a coach who understands what you're going through, what you've been through, and he's very upfront about that. And he's so involved in our recruiting process and our process to get better as a player. He really does a lot for us, and we're extremely thankful that he does all that he does for us.
The other 2 teams that dominated the showcase were the Northeast Generals and the Lone Star Brahmas. All 3 teams are looking to extend their success into divisional play. We take a closer look in the Midwest Division with the Fairbanks-Wisconsin matchup happening this weekend. We caught up with Wisconsin forward Alexios Georgakoulis as he shares what lessons his team learned at the showcase.
Well, I know we went up against some of the top teams in their divisions and other divisions, and I think we did well. We have a really young team, and a lot of guys are just starting to learn about juniors, learn the lessons, and I think we just showed what we can do when we put the right foot forward, and I think we're going to put that together coming soon, and I think it's going to be really hard to deal with us.
After coming out of Blaine, Minnesota and playing those out of division opponents, now you're back to divisional play and you'll be playing against the Fairbanks Ice Dogs. What are some of the expectations for this matchup this upcoming weekend?
I mean, Fairbanks, you're always going to get their best. They're tough, they're gritty. I mean, it's going to be a battle. Like that's how it was last year. I'm sure that's how it will be this year, and I'm looking forward to it.
So you're a veteran of the team. What does it mean to be back with the Wendigo and help lead the team, especially for those guys who are newer to juniors, and kind of teach them what the Wisconsin Wendigo, what they're all about?
It means a lot. Like this is my 4th year of juniors, and I mean, it feels like it's been forever. I can't remember what it was like before then, and it's just nice to be able to give back and share some of those memories and lessons that I've learned along the way, and make sure these kids, make it the transition easier for them so they can have a better first couple games and introduction into the league.
Now we hear from the visitors in the Fairbanks, Wisconsin matchup. We caught up with the captain of the Ice Dogs, Luca Riccardi.
Yeah, it's one of the most exciting weekends of the season. You get the opportunity to play 3 games in 4 days, 3 high-quality games against teams that you don't get to play during the regular season. Yeah, it's a great learning experience. I mean, but there's pressure to win. There's pressure to succeed. There's scouts in the building. They're not only watching you on the ice, but they're watching you how you're acting off the ice as well. It's an amazing event, and I'm super blessed to be a part of it for the last couple of years.
Absolutely. And now your team is back to divisional play. What are the expectations for this upcoming weekend against the Wisconsin Wendigo?
I mean, yeah, we haven't seen them yet this season, but they're a good team. From years past, I mean, they compete. They play a super structured game. But we've had a really good week of practice, and we're all super excited to get going this weekend in their new rink.
Absolutely. And you're a veteran, like you just said, and you're also serving as the captain of the Ice Dogs. What does it mean to be back with the team and get the opportunity to serve the team in that capacity?
Yeah, I mean, I've been super fortunate in my junior career to play for some really good teams and have some great leadership. My first year with the Wilderness, my captain was Gustav Ochelins, and then last year, obviously, Caden Pendo and Cole Burke. Like, those guys are role models to me. Just the way they carry themselves on and off the ice. Yeah, they're really good, great leaders, and I carry that into my everyday life, whether it's on the ice or off the ice. A big thing for us is to have overall success as a team, and a team that believes and trusts in one another. And for me, on a personal note, it's obviously an honor, to represent the team, lead this team. They've been a part of the NAL for forever, and I couldn't be happier, and it's honestly an amazing privilege.
There are 17 matchups on tap this weekend. You can catch the Shreveport Mudbugs take on the Oklahoma Warriors in a rematch at the Blazers Ice Center. In the Central Division, the North Iowa Bulls look to continue their winning ways against the Austin Bruins at the Riverside Arena. In the East, the Northeast Generals look to extend their 3-game win streak to 4 against the Rochester Junior Americans. You can catch it all live on NATV. We'll see you next week.